I want Kappa to have a high fashion brand in the Premier League. Okay.
Okay.
This is inspired by Fiorentina of the
Mhm.
scarf behind me. Just released a fourth shirt with Luisa Via Roma, the fashion brand. And it looks so good. And yeah, it's time that they get back into the Prem. They're doing all their fun exotic stuff in Serie A or off in the exotic lands like Greece, Athens,
Yeah.
Calathea.
They're showing what they can do.
Well, they
They're
are
flexing.
exactly. Well, that Athens club, like I just mentioned, literally built their club growth strategy around having high fashion kit.
Fashion kit sales.
And
Yeah.
it's working for them. They're becoming a relevant club in Greece just by having dope kit. So I want to find an equivalent candidate in England. And sorry, I'm putting you on the spot here. I scanned around and made a few picks myself.
Yeah.
My first, I think this is probably an obvious one to anyone that's been listening to the pod, is current pod favorites Bournemouth.
Yes.
Now, they fit the profile because they're a club on the rise, but small enough that they're not going to, make huge financial demands of Kappa, I don't think.
You wouldn't think.
Red and black stripes, not my favorite color scheme, but Bournemouth has enough gold trim that I think they can work with. I think in the way they did
Yeah.
with Venezia really accented with the gold very well, with a primary like black kit. So I think they could. I think that could work. And Bournemouth is just cool. Everyone likes them right now. Look at Twigs. Oh my God! Stop it. How am I supposed to podcast like
He's trying
this?
to bite me. I don't know if you watched the Matt and Shane not long ago when they were up in Philly still. Chris was playing with his cat and did the same thing to their pod. Shane just stopped talking completely. And he was
It just
goes,
derailed the
he
entire.
goes, I don't even
podcast.
want a podcast. I just want to watch Chris play with this cat all day.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the internet. There's a reason the internet is like 80% cat videos. It's the best.
It's so entertaining.
Look at that guy. Okay, so Bournemouth is my first one. Second,
Bournemouth's good
and I
pick.
think this was inspired just by watching Palace today, the highlights. I love that yellow and blue Palace kit. It's crazy. And Palace just have super, super vibrant colors. And that
Palace
is
could be fun.
That's honestly enough, just to see like what kind of insane, like I want like J League style crazy Kappa kits, for Palace.
I love
Would
that.
be fun. For my third pick, I scanned down to the championship. I figure, again, like in Greece, start with a lower league team, invest in them to come up. And again, mostly for the brightness and vivacity, Norwich caught my eye, Norwich City.
I saw that. I love those yellow and green, that pop.
Yes.
That's good
It's
shout.
It's rare. There's not a lot of clubs that have that color palette. It's a really poppin' yellow and a really poppin' green together. None of this forest green bullshit. It's fucking bright green. Yeah. Also in the championship, probably not a club on the rise. In fact, down near the relegation zone. But of course, Alex, there's always Portsmouth.
Portsmouth would be iconic. I mean, they're known for their kit, those historic kits they had.
Yeah.
That would be epic.
Super epic. I almost had them down on there instead of Norwich. I was like, I'll leave that one for Alex. He'll be
Poppy.
excited about that.
That's
I
a
don't
beautiful
think,
one.
I don't know if Portsmouth ever worked with Kappa. Who made their... Oki, the New Zealand company, made most of their iconic kits. That's
who made
another
those,
brand
like-
that needs to make a comeback.
Those kits were so sick.
Yeah.
Was that their only real kind of big kit they did? Was those guys?
I want to say I saw that logo on a couple teams back in the day,
Okay.
but I don't remember, to be honest. I
Those
definitely
are
associate them
blue
with Portsmouth.
and gold, right? With the collar.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah, their kits are really good.
Super good, dude. Mr. Twigs. I just see a leg come up into the frame.
I know. It keeps biting me and scratching me.
Yeah, get him, Twigs. Don't you
Being
let
a
him
little
boss you
shit.
around like that.
Being a little shit, Twigs.
Funny.
Who else would we see rocking one of those kits?
Right? I think the lame stream media would be like, Wrexham.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The thing
would
is, Wrexham
actually-
would probably want too much money from Kappa already. Wrexham
At this
wants
point,
Nike
yeah,
money,
Yeah, they're going for the big contracts. Who else has other awesome kits out there that could be greatly improved by Kappa?
Yeah. When you go down through the leagues in England, so many clubs have the same color palette. There's
I know.
20 clubs that are red and white stripes. You
There's
know,
50 teams that wear claret and blue.
I was just claret and blue is the next one. There's fucking 5 teams in the championship that wear claret and blue.
Honestly, it wouldn't be. I would like to see them take one of those claret and blue teams just to see if they could make it unique for once.
On the claret and blue tip, I think what Umbro does for West Ham is honestly pretty underrated.
Yeah, I think that's a fair shout.
No one likes West Ham, but over the past few years, they had some sick, really classy Umbro kits.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty iconic, it's going to be their colors and shit, but pretty iconic classic kits.
Yeah, I think Umbro have done a really good job with them. Yeah, that's a sleeper hit for me.